got work to do. Come on. Come on, pick your wrench up. Let's get to it. All right, I know it's a beautiful day outside. We need to get this bike done. But before we start, which I hope you did pick up your wrench, we got to go over where the bike was and how we ended up getting it back into the garage. Well, hello there. All right. 599 miles. Heck yeah. Start her up. All right, brother. I appreciate you. Alright. Shake. That ain't going nowhere. Time to head back. Alright, she's officially back in the garage, street legal, and now it's time to get the rest of the work done on this bike so we can really make this thing even more of a beautiful bike, more than it already is. I'm freaking excited. Let's go. So here's an interesting conundrum. We have the Super Chief Limited. We have the seat that's on the bike. This is actually not the seat that came on the bike. I put the seat on the bike when I was having the bike inspected because the original seat has a tear on it and I didn't want to get dinged for that on the inspection. So we have the seat over here. And the difference is it has these little flares on the side. And this is also the passenger seat. But that is what that seat looks like on Super Chief ABS. So the plan is we're going to get either this seat or this seat reupholstered with a diamond stitch. That is what it looks like on the Harley FXLRS. I'm not really sure if I want that one or the other one, but I'm pretty sure I'm going to take that one because I have seen what this one looks like reupholstered. I have that on the purple Indian Chief Dark Horse. It looks really good. So I'm headed to take this one there now just to go ahead and get it done. I'm pretty sure he's probably going to do this section. He may even do this section. The Indian's not going to be on there, but honestly, as long as I can keep those side flares on there with the Indian stamp, I think that'll be fine. But this one, I'm not sure if I want this reupholstered because when it's on the bike, I don't know if it's always going to be on the bike. It wouldn't be for me, but if I travel on the bike, I do want the passenger seat on there to hold my luggage. I'm not sure if this is diamond stitch and this isn't diamond stitch, would it throw it off too much? Because I'd imagine he'd probably do this portion. Well, he might do the whole thing, but one thing I do like about the passenger seat, it has Indian on the back. I don't know. Maybe I'll do the passenger seat at a separate time, but I'm about to take this one right now and have it reupholstered, and then we can go ahead and get some of the engine work done, or the little engine work that has to be done rather. All right, now that we got that out the way, we know that the bike is street legal. It's time to change that oil because I put an old oil filter on the bike because the previous one was smashed in and I didn't want the bike leaking all over somebody else's floor. So I got the oil here, I got the oil filter. Let's go ahead and get this done. This thing only has 500 some miles on it and it needs an oil change. Crush washers. Oil filter, I covered that up because I didn't want bugs to get in there. All right, y'all gotta give me my props on this. So y'all know this shelf was, well, if you didn't know, the shelf was just out of order. I got to where I couldn't find nothing. So I took some time, reorganized it. And yeah, this is all my detailing stuff. This is all my oil and there's some other stuff in there, but I know what's over there. You may not know, but I know what's over there. And then I got all my tools down here for the most part for the motorcycle stuff. So it's progress, it ain't perfect, but I can come over here and reach forward and that's what I want. But here, I got other major tools that I don't have a place to put them yet, but I know where they at. They over here, they're out of the way, and yeah, this is good stuff. Brandon, why didn't you dispose of this when you were doing the job? That's the crankshaft position sensor from the Lowrider S, and that's actually, this is the original bin oil filter. So hey, I guess you get a chance to see that. But oh my goodness, I should have dealt with this. Of course, we got to start the bike up to get the oil circulating, and also so the oil can heat up, it'll flow out better. Also, I need to put some gas in here. Probably pissed off a neighbor because it backfired right at her ear when she was sitting in the car. Whoopsie. My flow ain't pretty, but that don't mean I want more oil on it either. I don't know if you can see this, but check out those fuel vapors coming out that little port right there. Super cool. So we got two right here and right here, and that's gonna drop all this oil into this pan. Ooh, my crush washer's coming off with it the first time. Please don't burn me. Please don't burn me. Oh, I know you're gonna burn me, ain't it? Gonna try something today, magnet tip. Gonna try this magnet tip. The goal is to catch it, 'cause I don't want this thing in this pool of oil. There we go. Yes. Not terrible, but I got it. Now I gotta do this other one. Please don't drop this in here, Brandon. Don't be that guy. Don't be that guy, Brandon. Don't drop it in there. Try to get the second one. There we go. Ooh, a lot more came out of that one. Oh no, it's stuck on my glove. Come on. There we go. Just by looking at these crush washers staying on, you can tell there's not a lot of miles on this. Crazy. No metal particles there. And none on there. Looks great. These crush washers, man, you can almost reuse these, although they've been crushed. You can see the rings on the back, but luckily we got new ones. All right, I'm actually kind of surprised here. This bike was in an accident, leaked oil from the oil filter, and it sat in an auction lot and leaked oil for months before I got it, and it leaked on my floor for months, and all of that oil still came out of this. I am shocked. So I'm gonna bolt this thing back up, move this out the way, and then get the front, well, the oil filter, not the front oil filter. Then we're gonna get some more oil in this thing. So yeah, I did a thing. One of these bolts fell in here while I was trying to screw it back on. It never fails, man. It never fails. Oh my goodness. Where are you? Can never do an oil change without making a freaking mess. This torque spec is 15 foot-pounds. You gotta be careful because oil causes this to throw off the spec. Be nice to me, universe. All right, that's one. That wasn't so bad. Be nice to me. Oh, okay. And 2. Perfect. We're good. Okie dokie. And now for the oil filter. The previously used oil filter. Alright, you have done your job, my friend. I salute you. Thank you. Oil filter. The reason I have it taped up is because it didn't come with plastic and I didn't want bugs to get in here and kind of make a nest, so yeah. You put the water on the glass and it makes that little noise. I was trying to do that, but no. Oiling the seal up so it doesn't stick as easy when it's trying to come back off. This looks absolutely beautiful down here, I gotta admit, considering the trauma that it had. Ooh, cross thread. That's good. This is the 3rd quart of oil that I'm putting in here. You're supposed to put it right at 4 and then start the bike up, let it circulate, and then top it off. But what I found is when I put 4 quarts in here, it's pretty much pouring out the side because the oil pump isn't running, so it's not circulating the oil through the bike. So I'm gonna put 3 in here, start it up, allow it to suck it through, and then and then I'm gonna put the last quart in here, and then we're gonna start it up like normal and top it off. I don't want oil pouring out. See, it's almost like it's trying to pour out now. That should be good. Then I gotta get the bike upright, run it for 30 seconds, add half a quart, and then we put this bad boy on the dipstick, hopefully. If it works, it works. Should be at least on the stick. We are right there on the stick. So I'm gonna add this 0.5 and we should be up somewhere in here at that point. Looking good, fam. We're pretty much at that full line. We're above the add. I'm gonna go with that's good. It's right at 6 quarts in there, so I'm gonna say we're good. Oil change is done. I gotta clean up all this freaking mess, man. All right. The last part of this is resetting this oil life. So it's overdue by 5 months. Reset, reset. Boom, due in 5,000 miles or 12 months. 601.6 miles. Yes. All right, now with the oil change done, just gotta wait for the seat to come back, and we're gonna test all of this out. I tried something different with the seat. We were gonna go with the diamond stitch, but my upholstery person recommended me try something else just to see how it would turn out. So I'm curious, but I'm confident it's gonna look good. We got the Super Chief Limited here. We have the stock seat, and we also finally have the reupholstered seat, and we're gonna go ahead and swap these out. Okay, it's gonna be 5. All right. So this time I decided to go with pleats. Very similar to the Scout Bobber where you have those pleats on the side, but he did add a little bit more bolster. The Indian logo is no longer there. And this thing was hand stitched, so it's not perfect. It wasn't like a machine did it. But I paid 200 bucks to a local upholstery shop that has done work for me in the past. And yeah, let's go ahead and put this thing on the bike. Oh, wait, I gotta put that back on there. I took that off before I gave it to him. Yeah, so what I ended up doing, I ended up taking this handle piece off of the seat and put the one from this seat on there so we don't have this on there. So yeah, we're good to go now. I like this better. And if I have to, I'll just put it back. Still got to put some saddle soap as well, I think they call it, where they clean the leather, soften this up, all that. We're good. I like it, man. Softer. Oh yeah. So I'm gonna tell you, the way it feels right now, before the stock seat was a little firm. This one's still firm, but it feels like I've been raised up a little bit. So what it feels like now is more of sitting on the bike than sitting in the bike, which is typically what these what Indians feel like. When I sit on the Harley, it feels like I'm sitting on the bike, and it always has felt like that on all of them. So I'm starting to prefer that style sit, like on it, and that's what I'm really liking about this. So yeah, I think I need to go for a ride on this to really get a good feel for it. But right now, man, I like this. And I like that we still have the flares here to cover up, not necessarily cover up, but you know, it gives it that little flare look on the side, on the springs. Yeah, I'm digging this, y'all. Tell you what, compared to the stock seat, the comfort seat, it already gave me a little bit more moisture in the rear to kind of hold me in, so I don't feel like I'm sliding off the seat. Not that that seat does that, but it's like it gives you a little bit more secure feeling. I picked a really good day to do this because it is wet outside. 68 degrees, temperature's great, it's just a little wet out. Yeah, that's a fun one. Okay. It's such a subtle upgrade. Seat is normally the first thing people do, but I do like this person that does these seats. They're reasonable and they're local, but I like it, man. I really do. Let's see what we look like, fam. All right. Got the seat, extra bolster right here. We got the Saint Unbreakable jeans.
right? With the little flares on the seat. I actually like it. I'm sitting on the seat a little bit more, not in the bike. Yeah, let me know what y'all think about that. All right? It's kind of cool knowing that just a seat upgrade like that can dramatically change the bike. And it's not like, I guess, a huge difference, but you can feel the difference, right? I could have easily just gotten a Saddlemen or something else and spent, I don't know, $250, $300 for it, but I figured, you know, I've dealt with this person in the past. They've done a good work for me, and you know, I like supporting local people as well, so this is just the obvious choice. But now that the seat's done, I'm curious to see what those risers and that wheel is going to look like with the rest of it. Look at the horse, man. 1 horsepower. That was fun. I like this seat, man. Really good. All right, oil change. Well, bike back in the garage first, then the oil change. And now the seat is back and it's reupholstered. I gotta admit, I like the seat. It's comfortable. Feels like there's a little bit more cushion there. It upgraded the look of you know, a little bit. It's different. Like I said, it gives it that Scout look with the pleats on it instead of diamond stitch. Would I get it again? I probably would. But I do think the diamond stitch does add a little bit of a different dimension, but you've seen diamond stitch on a bunch of different seats. So I think the pleats on this is actually a pretty good upgrade. Yeah, I like it. So the next part of this is getting the risers done, getting the wheels mounted to the new tires, and then I think fixing that paint. That paint is irritating me because it's so scuffed up, but I know I can get the majority of that out. But if you didn't know, the Super Chief Limited, as good as it looks and the progress we've made on that bike, it not only is rebuilt and street legal, but it's also a giveaway bike on this channel. So if you want to get in on that, you can head over to BrandonPicasso.com. $50, get your sticker pack, and that's an entry in to win the bike. Shameless plug, but that is how I fund all the stuff that I do here. So if you're interested in that, head over there, BrandonPicasso.com, and get entered. But if not, stay tuned for the rest of the stuff that comes with this bike. But as always, thanks for watching. Catch you in the next one. Peace.